Welcome back, everybody, to another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today, in this short video, we're going to be talking, of course, about Mark Rober. Why in this particular case? Well, first off, as I've previously mentioned in my video talking about my love of science, um, a quick recap. Um, I first got interested in science overall because of my first grade teacher checking out these library books about the planets of the solar system, and it was one of our projects in school where we had to make paper mache planets to get a good grade. I chose the planet Jupiter because I think it's one of the best planets in the solar system. But you can debate me down that in the comments below. But anyway, I continued to go back to the school library because of that event right there. I kept on checking out nonfiction books while everyone else was on the other side of the library checking out everything else. And don't get me wrong, I have read other books out there, as I previously mentioned in a number of videos. But I always went to the library specifically for nonfiction uh, books in the first place. So whether it was about the planets or about the 50 states or just about anything I can get my hands on. So that was usually my entire my school experience from elementary to high school, all the way even after graduation. Going into just before graduating high school, um, I would I would be very obsessed with this one individual by the name of Neil deGrasse Tyson, where he hosted the show Cosmos, which was originally hosted by Carl Sagan. Some people had Carl Sagan. Others had Bill Nye the Science Guy. I had Neil deGrasse Tyson growing up. And though he's responsible for demoting Pluto into being a dwarf planet instead of a regular planet, as a lot of people got really angry at him for that, I still stand by him. He still has good explanations for a lot of things, and that's what he does. That's his living. And sometimes the science changes, and sometimes that can be very annoying. But I learned a lot about my love of science, and especially space science. It's how I got my love for the space program, for NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, NASA, and and I always thought that their work since the '60s was always very exciting. When we were sending men to the moon, landing on the moon, and to me, I always thought that was exciting. Whether people think it was fake or not, I don't care. Okay, and I love that they did that. I love that they furthered science, ingenuity, and the engineering and the mathematics that was necessary to do that, and also helping out the world, in every way they can. So that was it on that. Eventually, a couple years later, after graduation, uh, being on YouTube as always, one of the many YouTubers I discovered, especially during the pandemic in 2020, um, was a former NASA engineer turned content creator named Mark Rober, and he's the kind of person that you'd love to listen to every time he talks about something. He's a scientist, he's an engineer, and of course, as I mentioned, he used to work at NASA, and he made a whole video about whether or not NASA is a good spender of money in our country. But other than that, it's all fun and games. He's fun. He's educational. He's very entertaining to watch. He has a lot of these crazy science experiments that, for instance, broke world records. It's probably in a Guinness World Records book somewhere, where at the world's largest super soaker, where actually squirts water at nearly 100 yards or something like that. He kept on making these glitter bombs, which may or may not be illegal or something like that. And and over the course during the pandemic, he made a lot of friends with some squirrels. He made these videos called Squirrel Maze, where he he was making these little playgrounds in his backyard just for squirrels, and that was interesting to me. And of course, one of his more recent videos he made was about a drone delivery service called Zipline, where they're delivering medical supplies in this country called Rwanda, and they hope to expand their operations elsewhere in the world later this year and for the couple of years to come. So that's it on that. Mark Rober is definitely someone I watch every chance I get. He hasn't uploaded a lot of videos recently, but I've been going back through his library of old content, and he's fun, he's entertaining, he's educational. He's got this thing for kids called Crunch Labs. So if you're interested in that, go write it in. I would recommend Mark Rober if you haven't heard of him. So after you're done with this video, go up and look up Mark Rober. So that's it on that. My name is Jacob Carlson. This is currently What's Going On. This has been a science update to what's going on. Please, if you haven't already, like the video, comment what you like or don't like. If you're into Mark Rober or not, please let me know in the comments down below. And press the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, bye-bye.